What's up, YouTube? I'm King Shanks, and this is Droid's Finest, and I am back with Overlive Part... Part 39. Let's go. I need a drink. So much reading. I don't mind it, because it's very interesting, but screws up the throat. Okay, so I've already healed up. Okay, going back to the mall. Yes, explore. Hurry up. Still so much to do. I think this might take up the next 2 videos, so I don't think I'll be able to go back and check out the hospital and stuff, but not tonight anyways. Tomorrow the first thing I'll do is I'll go and I'll check everything else again. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyways, you approach Crafty Cookware, a cooking supply store, and see that it is crawling with a number of obese zombies. Pick them off. Done. Pull out your gun and fire off a series of quick shots, bringing the fatties down with a series of loud thuds. Virtual combat training. Cool! Adjacent to the mall's inoculation station, you spot a row of what appears to be virtual reality headsets. They remind you vaguely of an ill-gotten gaming system from decades ago. I know what they're talking about. Nintendo VR. The one your parents never bought you. These things might be a good way to work on your combat training and learn how to use a few exotic firearms you haven't come across in real life. You pack it up to bring it home. Okay, good. Oh my god. Ugh. Talking about so much reading, right? Look, it's so much reading you can barely even see the top of the damn thing. Okay. In the virtual reality headset area, you hack into the machine running the VR scenarios. You press your face against the eyepiece and find yourself in a realistic mock-up of downtown. You look down and find a huge plasma cannon. You raise in your hands, sorry. On the street up ahead, you spot a horde of figures charging towards you, and you instinctively begin blasting them. Damn, you are good at this. As more and more waves come, you notice they're emitting a strange familiar cry you've never heard zombies produce. You stop firing and listen. A chill runs down your spine. They're all screaming, "Help! Those aren't zombies, they're civilians." You end the simulation and back out of the terminal confused. Why would Slavis be training their troops to kill civilians? The wheels in your mind begin turning. Well. You decide to take a breather under a large clock in the center of the mall. You let your guard down for a brief moment, and suddenly someone calls out to you. Drop your gun and put your hands in the air. You spin around to see a female survivor pointing a shotgun at you. She looks like she's in desperate need of food. Shoot? No, fuck that. I'm a survivor. I'm a shooter. Fuck you. Don't pull a gun on me. I'll shoot you in your face, bitch. And my supplies. In a flash, you draw your gun and blow the weapon out of the looter's hands. She freezes in terror when you fire again. Her body crumples to the ground. Nobody tries to rob you and gets away with it. Nobody, exactly. Nobody. Fuck out of here, bitch. Mannequin molester. Okay. You hear a strange grunting noise emanating emanating from the lingerie store up ahead, and you move in to investigate. When you peer inside, you're shocked to discover the pervert you beat up back in the suburbs is furiously humping a mannequin in the middle of the store. Disgusting. Finish what I started. You charge the pervert and tackle him, but before you can get any good blows, he jabs you in the ribs with a stun gun. Slightly frazzled, you jump to your feet and kick the stun gun out of his hand. You begin bashing him in the head with your fists until his eyes roll back in his head with almost superhuman strength. You pick up his whole body, hurl it across the room, impaling him on a metallic bra stand. Wow, guess it takes a real sick bastard to help you prove what you're really capable of. Yeah, I guess so. Ugh. What a creepy old dude. Yeah, that's a fight. Fucking hit them, man. God damn. God damn it. I lost so much health on that. Fucking big fight. And the worst part is with the spitters, they move slowly too, so there's always a bunch of crap right in front of them. Tentacled rescue. You spotted some movement in one of the mall's large fountains and headed over to investigate. You started to scan the water when out of nowhere a group of tough zombies attacked you from behind. You struggled to break free, but a bite to the leg brought you splashing down into the fountain. The combat is brutal, and you can't help but feel you missed out on something big. What the hell did I miss out on? I didn't miss out on shit. I clicked on that. Hang it up, Nat. Past the fountain, inside the mall's video game store, you spot a gaggle of tough-looking zombies batting around a tall corpse that dangles from a noose. The noose appears to be hanging a gigantic promotional Pokemon statue. The door is jammed and would require explosives to clear. The resistance would be fierce inside, and there are no supplies you can see. Do you really want to enter? Let's do it! I'm all about this. Got him. I'm a badass. I haven't used any of my bombs really. I'm more of a melee and shoot you in your face type of guy. You blow the doors, and after a difficult fight, you head over to inspect the hanging body. In the hangman's pockets, you find a bottle of ADD meds, some bus tickets, and a handwritten suicide note. Apparently, he was a video game designer for a zombie survival role-playing game, responsible for coming up with the game's events. He created hundreds of them, but after being constantly asked by his client to do his very best, like no one was ever the designer, violently snapped. Like no one ever was, the designer finally snapped. Sorry, I read that wrong. You guess that after searching far and wide, but failing to find the power that's inside, he just gave up. Sad, really. You vow to avenge him if you ever find the opportunity. Okay. So what, all the people that created this game killed themselves? Seems about right. Photo studio. You hear a commotion emanating from inside the photo studio up ahead and decide to investigate. Instead, you spy someone desperately trying to fend off a fierce cluster of corpses with nothing but a camera tripod. He looks vaguely familiar, and after a moment you realize it's the same guy you rescued from room 106. Looks like he could use a hand, but those are very dangerous looking Zeds. Well, I have 42 health. I think I can take them. Fuck. I thought I killed that dog, you sack of shit. Come on, kill it, kill it. I knew I could take him. I can't survive another fight. I may have to just leave and come back. You rush to his aid. When the battle is over, the survivor grasps your arms and thanks you solemnly. You saved me again, he shudders. I only wish you could have done the same for my brother. He breaks down and begins crying on your shoulder. You try your best to comfort him, but he's a mess, and eventually he leaves, waving off all offers of assistance. You've seen this before. He's given up. That's tragic. If I run into another zombie encounter, I will die, and I haven't died yet, so I think I'm gonna leave, come back. I've got the days for it, so what the hell. I'll leave and I'll come back. Rest her up. I'll take a good nap on my generator here. Rest again. Okay, we're good. Do something else. Leave, 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 please. Leave, please. Okay, explore. Go back to the mall. Actually, how much time do I have? Because I have 2 minutes. I'm going to go to the mall. Or I'm going to go to the hospital. Let's see what's going on in there. Explore it. Now that I have the infrared thing, I can get into the operations wing. Okay, so hack the scanner. Using no small amount of creative hacking, you program the retinal diffragger and you found in the mall to run through a loop of all possible iris permutations. Pressing it against the scanner, you're able to bypass the security and gain access to the secretive operating theater. I found something. In a small supply room inside the operations wing, you find a storage bin containing several explosives, a case of energy drinks, and a remote satellite uplink. With this, you should be able to connect satellites even well away from home. Oh, okay. Broadening your electronic warfare capabilities. Cool. And now what's this? Vengeance for the tortured. You wander into a particularly gruesome scene in one of the hospital's many sinister laboratories. 10 corpses lie on gurneys, all of which have had their eyes, teeth, and tongues and genitals removed. There are burn marks scattered randomly all over the bodies, and many of them bear large contusions on their limbs. You're filled with rage, You could bring the whole hospital down with the right placement of explosives. Nothing like a bit of fiery justice, of course. This would end your explorations here. Not yet. You have things still left to do in the hospital. Now isn't the time to bring it down. Yes. But I will. Oh, yes, I will. I just want to see if I can unlock any of these other red ones. Get out. Okay, I think I'm just going to end this one here, because I have less than a minute anyways. So I'm just going to okay, it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you probably can't hear that. Oops, I turned it all the way down. Anyways, that was the end of that video. So, I'm gonna go back, obviously, to the mall in the next one, so stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Peace!